All right, good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. As always, thanks for being here. And as always, the support is much appreciated. A quick review of the U20 game yesterday involving the Jamaica U20s versus Grenada. The game ended 2-0. So that means that we have won our first two opening matches. And we're sitting atop the group. We're sitting pretty in the group. You know, all we just need to do basically is to avoid defeat in the final game versus Bermuda, and we are good to go. We're off to the next round. We defeated Grenada U20s last night 2-0. So, again, avoid defeat, and even if we get defeated versus, even if we lose to Bermuda, we can still go through, you know. So, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, even if we lose to Bermuda, we can still go through. So, we're sitting pretty, and we're sitting where we would want to be, and we are sitting where we expect to be. Again, 2-0, Nicholas Simmons in the 30th minute with the opening goal, and Ronaldo Barrett in the 82nd minute gave us the second goal. Made the insurance policy made things a bit more comfortable for us in the final stages with a very good goal and a very, very, very good long range chip. It was an immaculate finish. Nicholas Simmons with the assist and that goal as well. The first goal, basically Grenada, we were attacking, if memory serves me right, and we lost the ball, and then Grenada lost it again. We won it back. A shot from Ainsworth, I think it was a shot. It looked like a shot. It was blocked. Then he, got off a cross to Nicholas Simmons in the box, who was free as a bird in the sky and had acres of space. It was really poor defending from Grenada. Simmons headed home to make it 1-0. And then it was a counter from Ronaldo Barrett, where Simmons really, remember, started the counter and sent, Ronaldo Barrett, and then with an immaculate finish, man. It was a beauty from Ronaldo Barrett. Ronaldo Barrett had a very good game last night as well. Barrett, that's your brother in the first half, you see, man. We still wonder which part of brother they gone. I swear, Barrett, that's the man on the touchline. A man saying in the group chat, I'll know him still a slide. People, Ronaldo Barrett had a good game as well, man. One of the wickedest dasher I ever see a national representative ever do. You remember that dasher there where Buckley did do in the U17s? I want dasher like that, man. I swear. Anyways, again, all we have to do is avoid defeat in the final game, and we are good to go. In this game versus Grenada, we were the better team throughout. We were the better team throughout from minute 1 to the final whistle, throughout the entirety of the game. We were basically playing expansive football. What we were attempting to do in the first game, we executed it much better this time around with some tweaks. There were some noticeable tweaks, some things that were different in this game, a bit different in terms of the way how the team was playing this time around. Some slight tweaks, but basically we were playing expansive football in this game versus the Grenada U20s, and it was much better executed this time around, right? Much better executed, multiple points of attacks, shifting Grenada back and forth, side to side, front pressing, playing between the lines, winning the ball, in advanced areas of the pitch, that sort of a thing, very well executed from the young Reggae Boyz. We saw the balls over the top in the last game. We saw a number of them in this game again, those balls over the top, trying to exploit the space behind the Grenadian mid block whenever Grenada was in the mid part of the low block. And also, those balls over the top, basically trying to push back the Grenadian defense to create space for the team to play in between the lines. So, basically that was the game plan in a nutshell. And the first 30 minutes of the game especially was just an onslaught from the young Reggae Boyz. They really, grabbed the bull by the horn, the proverbial bull by the horn, and grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and really took charge, took control from, very earlier on. And, I mean, there were long periods of the game where it was an onslaught, but especially the first 30 minutes of the game, was a real onslaught from the young Reggae Boys, and Grenada were hanging on for dear life and really, really struggling, right? As I said, for the most part, we basically controlled the game. Grenada had some spells in this game that, made things a bit interesting from time to time. Some of these periods, lasted a little bit longer than, I would have liked, to be honest with you. That's one of the few criticisms that I have of this performance. I think the game was there to be controlled even more than what we controlled it, even though we controlled it for the most part, right? An example of this, the last 10 minutes of the first half, we had kind of lost control of the game in the last 10 minutes of the first half, even though we dominated the first 30 minutes. So that little period there from Grenada lasted a little bit longer than, I would have liked. So, probably, I mean, I guess, we're being a little bit too picky, probably, I don't know. But yeah, that there were some periods from Grenada that I thought that, lasted a little bit too long for my liking, right? But, for the most part, we controlled the game right throughout. Further criticisms of this performance, set pieces, I think could have been better and far more effective. I think we fell down in that moment of the game. You have what they refer to as the moments of the game, attacking transition, attack, defensive transition, defense, and set pieces, the set piece moment of the game. We could have done better, and I think we fell down in that department, especially when we have the likes of a Nick Simmons, who is such a massive fellow, such a massive young fellow. I thought we had we could have, we're in a position where we could have done a lot better on set pieces. And I think we kind of let ourselves down where that was concerned. Also, too many long range attempts, right? Low percentage chances, low percentage shots, low percent chance of scoring long range attempts that, from some ridiculous angles as well, that really and truly were never going to score. Too many of those, the Reggae Boys would have done in the game yesterday. So, I think they need to, not saying that they can't shoot from long range, for sure, mix it up, be dynamic in attack. And, the young Reggae Boys clearly did that in last night's encounter, but they need to pick their moments when to shoot a lot better, a lot smarter, and be a bit more patient, in that final third, right? Also, in the final third, the team could have been, more settled and more composed, especially the center forward, Nick Simmons. He got a few chances that, to be fair, he really and truly should have done better, right? So, yeah, I think composure, whether the final pass, whether the final shot, when to shoot, the execution of a shot, that sort of a thing, the team could have been a bit more composed in the final third where that is concerned. By the way, the time where Nicholas Simmons beat the player and went to shoot and supposedly slipped, hit me in the comment section. Guys, did he actually slip? Did he actually slip? Because I'm not entirely sure that, I'm not entirely certain that it was a slip, to be honest with you. Hit me in the comment section, let me know what you think. The angle was a bit difficult to tell in terms of the angle that we were watching it from. But I'm not entirely certain that that was a slip, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys think that that was actually a penalty? Some of the young Reggae Boys looked a little bit flabbergasted, shocked, especially some with a good view of it, right? They look shocked that that we weren't getting a penalty. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think on that. Also, the red card from Welch, the little brown dreadlocks Rasta youth you see on the screen right now, right? Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, the youth are baller in my humble opinion, ladies and gentlemen. The youth are baller. Seeing, the first yellow was absolutely necessary. That is what you call a professional foul, right? Through no fault of his, the team was exposed in defensive transition. He had to make that tackle. The second yellow card that he got late in the game, though, ladies and gentlemen, was that a yellow card? Did he touch the player? The only when I look on it a number of times, and the only conclusion that I can, the only reasonable thing when we can give the referee is that the referee saw a pull on the shirt, a tug on the shirt. That's the only thing we can really give the referee for really and truly, make sense of the second yellow. Because I never see where him foul the player, to be honest with you. Right? And again, the angle that it was showing from, it was a little bit difficult to conclusively say whether he had pulled on the player's shirt or not. To be fair, the referee had a better view of it, right? Generally speaking, I think the team played well for the most part. The only player when I think, when I did see out there, when I really and truly would have did want to say more from is Dustin Cohen. I really and truly think that, he was the only one who made us could have raised their level. Apart from that, though, the team played well, generally speaking, I think, in attack and in defense on both sides of the ball. One player we want to point out, I think his name is Reynolds, if I'm not mistaken, the substitute right winger. If memory serves me right, he was wearing number 9, right? He was a live wire when he came on down the right and certainly added an extra dimension to attack, so sorry about that. He was very lively, very, very lively when he came on, and I'd like to see a little bit more of him, right? So basically, that's my review on the game. Those are my thoughts on the game. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know what you think about the performance. The young Reggae Boyz are sitting pretty exactly where we would like them to be. They have really made it. I don't want to say them can breathe, because they breathe easier, because the job is not yet fully complete, but they would have taken a bit of the pressure off themselves going into the final game, but they still have to be on their P's and their Q's, simply because the job is not yet 100% complete, so they cannot afford to get complacent in any way, shape, or form, right? We wish the young Reggae Boyz all the best in their final group game tomorrow, and hopefully they can get the job done. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about, the game overall. And knock up the likes button, subscribe, and share. And until next time.